Hey, 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 Betsy Wiersma, live from the world headquarters. It's the headquarters of my world, surrounded by all the things I love and the things I love to do in the world. Help people, build women networks, have books, have products, go experience India, raise money for charity. All these ideas and things that surround me are things that I have brought to the world through a process that I call my process on purpose. Ideas come from my head and my heart into the world. And these videos are dedicated to you so you can use my tools to do this for your world because I've really dedicated my entire life to creating opportunities for people to come and experience new things. And from those experiences to gain all kinds of self-confidence, to do good and have fun, to have less stress, and to just really see that they are enough, that you are enough, that we all have ideas and dreams, and they do not need to be stuck. They can come into the world in all shapes and sizes. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to cost tons of money, but it's just about getting our gifts into the world. And that's what this process and purpose is all about. So I'm making 6 videos. Let's review. Video number 1 was all about you are not alone. You are not the only one that feels like I just don't take time to get my ideas out. I don't have enough me time. No one at work listens to me. Nobody wants to try my new ways, but I have a new way. I have a better idea, or just I have a dream of something different I want to do in my life or in my family, in my religious organization. I have a dream and your dreams are valuable. So the whole first video is about you are not alone. I have met thousands of all of us that are dreamers, that have ideas, and that we all deserve to be enough and take those dreams to the world and to get off of the habit of not taking time just to develop, to enjoy our right brain, and to have fun. So video 1 was in breath. You are not alone. Video 2 was an exercise called the Be Possible Idea Catcher. That's where it's just like, let's just go. Let's start developing our ideas. But to do that, let's start to take a breath, ground, be here now, take a moment, and ask our head and our heart, what do I love? What do I want? What can I do? Like, what do I know for sure if I just stop and ask myself? And then get those things out on paper. And then from those, pick our favorite ones and put them in our heart to get them to the surface. So that was video 2. Go back and enjoy that. That's an exercise. Video number 3, if I could teach one thing in the process of just generating ideas, taking them to the world, and doing that for over 40 years, it is what I call my secret sauce. And go back and learn a little bit about what I call see it to be it. Dream in detail. And it's the reverse engineering of dreams based on what you want. I get people, and you can go listen to the stories, that they see what they think they want and then they get there and it's not what they wanted. So I really think my secret sauce in the process on purpose is this dreaming in detail to what you want, and then the ideas can fit into your way. So go back, review that, and work on that for your idea. So this video, number 4, is to just show you the whole process, just to give you an overview of the whole process to take ideas from your head and heart into the world. And I created this based on my 40 years of doing it. And it was really fun to sit down and really think about, how did that work? And then what makes that work? And then what happens? And then what happens? So I can't wait to share it with you. I am going to share screen, and I am going to share my process on purpose with you. So here is my process on purpose. And so I just want to walk you through the thought process and the steps to taking your ideas into action in the world. It's on purpose because it builds on each other. Each step kind of is part of the next step, and it kind of rinses and repeats through the whole process. So let me just explain to you how it works for me and see how it can work for you. So first, we start with our vision and intent. And it's like lots of people think, I'm just going to start with the ideas. Well, I just want to do my ideas. I want ideas. That's awesome. But you have got to start with your vision and intent. What is it that I want to move toward? What is it? Where am I going? Like the biggest picture before the actual tactics of ideas. So in my process on purpose, it's really vision intent. What is the biggest picture? What is in my head and heart? How do I understand the different pieces I want to have as part of my ideas? The next is the foundation of the beliefs and knowing. I always say, anything you know for sure, you are right. Anything you know for sure, you are right. Think about what you know for sure about yourself. And I want to encourage you that what you know for sure is you're worthy, you are enough, your ideas are valuable, you are ready to rock, you are ready to take them into your business, into your family, into the world, and that you can do it. You can absolutely do it. You just need to decide you're going to do it, believe you can do it, get a clear intent and vision, and get rocking. And that's why this process is for you. The third part of the process on purpose is the ideas. Finally, Betsy, the ideas. Well, yeah, but once we have that vision and once we have our beliefs in place, then we can look at all the possible ideas to make our vision happen. It's the secret sauce of begin with the end in mind. See it to be it is what I call it. Dream in big detail. What does it look like when it works? So step 3 is just pouring out ideas, 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 and having a way to capture those ideas. Now, once you start to get the ideas in the world, how do you look at them? How do you interact with them? How do you keep them in front of you? And so I call the next step engage and interact. I like to use vision boards. I use vision boxes. I have all kinds of ways that I go look in magazines, find ideas that I kind of relate to, or they remind me of my idea, or maybe they are my idea. Maybe it's a location I want to go to. Maybe it's just some colors and some vibrancy that I love the energy. I love to collect all that stuff and put them in tools like a vision board, like a vision box that I can interact with. That is where I believe that we're adding energy into the ideas because they're not just put away, they are in front of us in some visual way. So that is step number 4, engage and interact. Step number 5 is practice to make it perfect. So this is where I believe, again, I get out a journal and every night I sit and get out a journal and I just start to say, what is my perfect day? What does it look like when I work? What does it look like when I'm meeting new friends? I am sharing my gifts in the world. What does it look like if I teach a class about my life work? That's now. What does it look like if I stretch myself and learn how to teach a class about my life work? Okay, that would also be now. What does it look like when I meet new people or I have new opportunities or I scale my ideas bigger or I just show up at work differently? What does it look like when it works? And I call that practice to perfection. I just keep asking and asking and asking, and then I just write in a journal anything that I have in my head. I write and write and write. And you know what's so cool is after 40 years, I can go back into my journals and find the stew book. I can find my first deck of cards. I can find my blessing journal. I can find the idea for the Camp Experience Network. I can find the idea for Boost Power Podcast. And let's go to Iceland. And what if we do it in Norway? And what about Sweden? And it is all in there. I like sat in my house in a journal and dreamed it. And now I can look back and I've got the t-shirt because I did it. So that's what this process is all about. And you can do this process too. So that is step number 5. And then step number 6, I think is so important. That is the choice of the actions you take. You have the power. Let me explain this. So some people feel like, well, I don't have time right now to have an idea because I'm so busy. Okay, but what I like is let's develop all the possibilities. Let's develop all the ideas. Let's get them on the shelf because what if you have your idea on the shelf? One of mine I'm working on is a TV show called Making It with the Makers. I want to drive around in a van and do arts and crafts with arts and crafters all around the country. Then I want them to donate something to a charity that they made, and I want to tell their whole story in a podcast and a TV show. And then I want the difference to be made because it will go on an auction, the gift that they donated. So they made a difference. I got their story, and I drive around and do that. Crazy idea. But It fits what's in my head and heart, make a difference. I get to make new friends. I get to travel. I get to have high energy. I get to help make a difference in the world. See, those were the things that were my vision and intent, that I believe I can make this thing up, that the idea is a TV show, driving around in a crazy van. Then I engage and interact by thinking about it some more. I practice thinking, what does it look like when I'm driving up and I'm meeting the crafter and we're taking the TV cameras and the podcast equipment in, and how long is the show and how do we edit it and what happens next? And then I have it on the shelf to make the choice of when to take it into action. Because today I don't have a funder for a TV show called Making It with the Makers. But because I have it ready and because I'm speaking it and I'm getting it from my head and my heart into the world, it's ready to go. So the last step of this process is just getting our ideas out, getting in that process on purpose to kind of keep getting the ideas up, getting them ready, and then choosing when the action is right, choosing to do them or not, or just to enjoy the process of knowing that my ideas are important, I am enough, and I can rock the world with the gifts that I have to bring. So you can now see the entire process on purpose. And you can do the entire process on purpose. So the point here is it's kind of an ongoing, did you see that flow? And you add community and connection to that as you make friends and as you help people with their ideas and as you participate in a women's group or you help with a charity, you help at your church or your synagogue. When you make investments in the community and in the world, those people make investments in you and they become part of your process, a place to bounce your ideas, a place to try to crazy think about wild things, a place to create. That is the process on purpose. And that is that whole thing I realized that manifested every single thing that you see around you and everything that I'm coming up with next. I hope you want what she's having. This is one of my favorite camp t-shirts. I want what she's having. I hope you want what I'm having, which is the success of bringing ideas to the world. And I hope that these videos and this process and purpose really just like goes off for you. Yeah, I can do this. I can get into action and I can do this. So work on your ideas. Look at that process and start saying, where am I from vision, intention, beliefs, ideas, which we've done some exercises, start getting them out, then practicing interacting with them, visualizing them, getting them in some tools for you, then getting some skills around communicating, taking them to the world and taking action if you choose, because you have the power. So if you love this stuff and you think, I want to go and I want help, I am almost done with Move Ideas into Action. It is my big idea. It's my moving of ideas into the world, into action. It's my first ever global video online class with a Facebook community and interaction and all kinds of fun stuff. If any of that feels like your vibe, awesome, because we're going to have a very small, very select rock star first class launching soon. Get on the button, get on the list. It will send you every video. It'll alert you when the class is open. And also, if you have friends that you know, like this is for them, like you're seeing my videos for them, share all these videos. The purpose of these 6 videos is to give back to you and to tell you your ideas rock. You rock. You are enough. And let's go take them to the world. Whether it's in Iceland, which was a super fun place, climbing the Sydney Harbor Bridge, or in our backyard, your ideas are ready to go. This is Betsy Wiersma from the World Headquarters. I will be back with an interview with someone who has used ideas in good times and bad times and taken them to the world. I've been so blessed to work with Rhonda Shea. She is in our next video. You're going to meet what I call a mover, someone who's taken ideas into the world. Thanks for watching. Betsy Wiersma live from the World Headquarters.